This is filler video number 2. It is being filmed on January 31st, 2011. I've got a lot of toys in my room. I guess some people might think it's weird, but I like them. And not just because they're cool, because I like looking at them, but a lot of the toys I also keep because they remind me of people that are important to me, and they're just really cool to look at too. I'm going to go through the toys I have, tell you who they remind me of and why they're so important to me. First, I've got Toby. Toby is the Build-A-Bear. I made him for myself. He reminds me of my hometown. He's a surfer guy, you know, I dress him like a surfer because everyone in my hometown is a surfer, except for me. I'm not. It's just a surfer place, and he reminds me of that, and he's awesome. Toby's awesome. Jensen is encompassed in Toby because the times I've had with Jensen and Toby. This Woody is a new addition. Sarah got this for me, and it reminds me of her, because that's who got it for me. And also, Woody's cool, but this one's kind of creepy. He has creepy eyes. He's cool otherwise. This is Shrek. This is a McDonald's toy, and I actually found this in my friend's car, and I just thought it was cool, so I took it. But I guess it reminds me of Mary, since that's whose car I got it out of. He says really weird stuff, actually, which is also another reason why I like him, because he just sounds weird when he talks.
Hey! I'm warning you. Alright, come on!
That was a new one. I've never heard him say that one before. This is Freddy. My mom got this for me, and he's just really cool. Like, look at that! Even if no one got him for me, he would have been cool, but my mom got him for me, so it just reminds me of how cool my mom is, that she'd get me a Freddy doll. It's hung from my ceiling before. I really like his pants. They're my favorite part. This is Jeffrey. Jeffrey reminds me of my best friends back home. Whenever I look at Jeffrey, that's what I think. I think of my best friends. They painted him purple, as you can see. They painted his vest purple. When we were seniors in high school, we were going to gnome the school. That didn't happen because gnomes are really expensive. Well, they're not really expensive, but they're like $10 a gnome, and in order to gnome the school, you need a whole bunch, so we just didn't have that kind of dough. But they ended up buying like 10 or so, and then we all kept one. So, this is Jeffrey, and he comes everywhere with me. Everywhere I live, Jeffrey comes too. Every house needs a good gnome. This is the newest addition. This is Benjamin, and Benjamin is a piggy bank. Not really a toy, but still kind of a toy. And Amanda got this for me, and whenever I look at him, I think of Amanda. This poster isn't really a toy, but Emily got it for me, and whenever I look at it, I think of her, so kind of like a toy. I really like looking at it. I don't actually play with these toys over here, you know, so I just look at them, so they're kind of like posters that sit on a desk. This is a poster that actually hangs on the wall. Yes, I love this poster. It is awesome. This Woody, my other friend got me, Jade, and when I look at it, I think of Jade. This one says weird stuff. Just watch. Yeah, it has a creepy laugh. Speaks Spanish for some reason.
Hello?
Yeah, that reminds me of Jade. And this one reminds me of Keisha, because Keisha got it for me. And it's adorable. And just look at that bobblehead. Look at it. And of course, Brad. Look at me, Brad. Stop looking out the window and look at me. There you go. That's Brad. He's my fiance. And my friends got him for me for my birthday last year. So whenever I look at Brad, I think of them. And also all the people who come over and talk to him and seen him and been confused about why I have a blow-up doll in my living room. Brad makes me think of all that. Brad also reminds me of my friend Sarah W. because she has an obsession with blow-up dolls, even though she didn't get him for me. Still, he reminds me of her. Because probably without Sarah W. and Hillary, her obsession with Hillary, I would have never played with a blow-up doll. And my friends here would have never seen the videos involving a blow-up doll. And so they never would have gotten me Brad. But because of Sarah W., I've played with Hillary a lot. That sounds dirty. But yeah, And my friends have seen those videos, and so they thought it would be really funny to get me Brad, I guess. I also have this orca whale. She doesn't have a name yet. The only animal I've never been able to think of a proper name for. But Sarah got this for me, and I love it so much. It just sits on my bed all the time, and whenever I look at it, I think about how awesome a friend Sarah is for buying me an orca whale, because I love orca whales. But for some reason, I just cannot think of a name for her. Those are the toys I have. They are pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I love them a lot. I have more at home, but those are the ones I have here. And those are the most important ones, because I took the most important ones with me. So, yeah. When you guys make stuff for me also is really important to me, and I keep it. Like my frame that Keisha made for me. And this fortune teller that Emily made for me. I keep it because I like it. I have a whole box of stuff, actually. I've also got this poem up here that Jade wrote for me. It's like my favorite thing ever, too. This box is filled with stuff that people have made me, and also little things that people have given me, things people have made me, drawings and notes and stuff. I keep it all because I want to be reminded of you guys, because it makes me smile. I love you guys so much. You don't even know how much you guys mean to me. I wouldn't keep these things and put them on display for everyone to see if you guys didn't mean so much to me, and if I didn't want to be reminded of you guys all the time. Like, I look at this stuff, I'm not even joking, all the time, just to be reminded of you guys. And every time I look at it, every time I look at Jeffrey, I think of all my best buds back home. Every time I look at this poster, I think of Emily. Every time I look at this piggy bank, I think of Amanda. Every time I look at Freddie, I think of my mom. Every time I look at Shrek, I think of Mary. And every time I look at Woody, I think of Sarah. Every time I look at Toby, I think of my hometown. Every time I look at this orca whale, I think of Sarah. Every time I look at that Woody out there, I think of Jade. Every time I look at that little dog out there, at Doug. Every time I look at Doug, I think of Keisha. All those people that these toys remind me of, they're really important to me. One of my favorite people ever, and I love looking at these things and being reminded of them. And I smile when I think of them because I love them so very much. All of you guys, I love you so very much. You're a part of my heart forever and ever. You make my life the best thing ever. You're awesome. And I'm so glad you get me toys because I love them so much. And I love looking at them, and I love being reminded of you guys. It's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things. So yeah.